Hey Mama, welcome to the Mom Training Podcast, where we discuss the skills and strategies to create possibilities in motherhood and make it more fun, efficient, organized, and peaceful. You know that one car driving in the fast lane super slow, or in the HOV lane? You're like, get out of the way, bro. Doesn't it drive you nuts? Well, at least it does for me. I don't know. So you're going to hear me get a little passionate today. This topic lights a fire in my soul. The more you listen to this podcast, the more you'll hear how much I love, protect, and create my time. There are things that are worth our time more than others, like people, making the world a better place, productive hobbies, taking care of ourselves, and whatever else. But why is it that we find ourselves wasting so much time in places that don't matter? Some things don't need an hour of our time when they could take 30 minutes. Then you take that 30 minutes and finish something else early, so you get to the end of the day and you have extra time to chill or be with your friends, loved ones, because you busted your buns with the other dumb, mundane, yet necessary responsibilities. Now, you may have a different opinion about what a waste of time is and what's not, which is fine, but just hear me out with mine. Today we're going to talk about speeding up your pace. Oh gosh, I can feel the fire and my blood just boiling. Things don't need to take longer than they have to. You get in there, get that crap done, and get out. Especially things that don't need extra care and attention. Like those moments are not special moments, like cleaning the bathroom, doing the dishes, grocery shopping, even cooking. They don't have to be some romantic ritual that we do every day. You get in, you do the job, quickly and efficiently, I would add, and get out. I'd say I'm a pretty chill person, but my work ethic is to get in there, tear that crap up, and get the job done. If you're going to accomplish something, then do it. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it forever. If you want to get it done, and move on to something else. So how do you feel about your pace? Do you get in there, move slowly, take your time, and then find the job unfinished or taking way longer than you thought, which usually leads to stress from procrastination? Or are you one to start a responsibility and finish it with an efficient time frame? I want to make a plug here. As a mom, having kids around can stretch a task hours. Oh my gosh. Something that should only take a couple minutes takes so much longer. Like one time it took me 3 hours to make one dish for dinner between diaper changing, breastfeeding, mommy, look at this, can you snuggle me? I mean, you've been there. But that's also why it's so important to pick up your pace in other places. Because if you get 5 to 10 minutes to work on something, go get it, girl, make it count. I want you to think about the times when you unexpectedly had visitors coming to stop by, and it's in 5 minutes. You can really see your capability to move quickly in those moments. It may not be the most effective cleaning, like throwing everything from the living room, hallway, bathroom onto your bedroom floor, but it shows you can move, right? So I'm not talking about literally running around your house, throwing things in random places. But speeding up your pace means training yourself to move in a quick, consistent manner. I want you to notice yourself this week and your pace. Do I pick something up, pause, and think about what am I supposed to do with it? Or do I think as I'm walking to put it away? Does it take me 6 seconds to scrub a fork clean or 2? You get the picture. How is my pace? Could I take it up a notch? Maybe give it a try this week and see how you feel about it. Well, let me tell you an example about pacing yourself and using your time more wisely. This is where it's really going to drive me crazy talking to you right now. So I'm a holistic nutrition specialist, and the program included a couple cooking classes. One of my classes was a whole foods class. Oh, it was such a cool class. Loved all the different colorful, tasty dishes we created. Learned so many awesome things and ways to cook and eat fresh foods. Loved the people, the teacher was awesome, and gosh, everything was just so yummy when we ate our creations at the end of the class each day. Anyway, there was one thing that bugged me about the class. Now let me first explain. The people I went to school with were very conscious people. They shop at farmers markets, live very close to the earth, and want to protect it. They have a great sense of gratitude that they carry with them, and it was and is a beautiful thing to be a part of. The one thing that started to get my girdle was the idea of mindfulness in the class. I love the idea of being mindful about our food, where it came from, and being grateful for each step, process, and piece of getting the food to us and preparing it. But this class went a little too far for my liking. Each class we had discussed at the end about how we were mindful and how we were growing in mindfulness. So as the class started to progress, let me just tell you a little bit about the teacher. She is a cook for like very important people. She actually started a company that would work for the NFL. She is so awesome. She'd go in and cook all these meals in their house and teach them how to cook and do all this kind of stuff. So presentation for her is key. I mean, especially when you like own a company like that, nutritional presentation is key. Now, I don't know about you, but as a mom, I don't give a crap what the thing looks like. If it tastes good, that's the goal. If I can get the kids to eat it, that's the goal. If it looks beautiful on the plate, like maybe I'll try a little extra harder, like maybe when someone's coming to visit or something. But I mean, come on, like when we're actually eating dinner or lunch or breakfast, I'm not like, here, let me put a little piece of green, like really pretty on your your eggs, or, let me make sure that the jelly is just perfect on your piece of toast here, That's just not, I mean, I don't really think any mom does that, okay? So that's why it was kind of unrealistic for me, because I was pregnant with my second at the time when I was taking these classes, and I was like, look, I ain't got time for this. I mean, this is great to learn how to make food look really nice, but I don't have time for this. So the thing that started to really get to me was, for example, they would take, we did like a root vegetable, like cooked root vegetables. So that means like, yellow beets, red beets, sweet potato, carrot, whatever other root vegetables there are that are all these different colors. So they would take and chop all of the different things, and then they would like place one piece individually on the pans because they didn't want the colors to touch. Because if the colors touched, then it would like dye the one next to it like that color. So they would like, put oil on the one color and then they'd put individually like on the tray. I'm like, shoot, man, I don't care if these things turn all purple, or all orange, whatever. Like you put the stuff in the bowl, you mix it in with some oil, some seasonings, you throw that stuff on the pan and you pop it in the oven and set a timer and you go do something else, So there were like many examples like that where it was like, okay, like this is not productive for a mom. Now, most of the people in there were either single, maybe only had like one kid, or their kids were like older or something. So I felt like I was kind of the minority of the moms of being like, okay, look. So anyway, like it kind of got me thinking like, well, what am I mindful for in this class? And because it's not like, I don't sit there and like, pet my sweet potato like and be like, you are just so awesome for being here. Sometimes I try to be more mindful with that, be like, this is really awesome. Like, thank you so much. Like, especially with meat after taking this class, like, I'm like, thank you so much for like giving of yourself, that I can like eat you, because it's a life, we're like eating like an animal, so it's like I've started to be more mindful and stuff like that. But so at the end of the class, we kind of like talked about what we had learned about mindfulness because it was like a major focus. And, and I just shared like, this was kind of a struggle for me as a mom because, moms don't have the time to baby their food. Like they don't. Like we're babying babies, we're taking care of children and like our house and all this stuff. Like I don't have time to like sit here and be like, you are such a cute sweet potato. You are such a cute carrot. Maybe if I did that, our food would be so much more healthy, because you talk positively to your food and it's supposed to make it like really, more alive. So I'll have to try that. But anyway, I found out that mindfulness for me was that I was mindful in my meal prep to say, what can I feed my family that will feed their body? And then also mindful in the fact of I'm going to make sure that when we sit down as a family at the table for dinner, that it's a peaceful moment, it's healthy food that's prepared, and we can enjoy it together. That's my mindfulness. That's where I take my mindfulness for. If I am grateful that moment is created, that we can share it together and have healthy food that feeds our body. Like that is my mindfulness. Pretty sure I went on a tangent there. So if being in the kitchen and cooking is your hobby, then you'll make more time for that. I actually really enjoy cooking and experimenting with new recipes, spices, ethnic food, whatever else. But the love of cooking has definitely lessened since becoming a wife and mom because I feel like I'm in the kitchen all the time. So if you're like me and you don't particularly enjoy being in the kitchen all the time and want to get in and out, then learning how to pick up the pace to get the healthy food on the table in a quick, efficient manner, then we're buddies, man. We will talk more about other ways to save time in the kitchen, another podcast. But either way, if you enjoy spending time in the kitchen more than the rest of us, then wonderful. Someone has to love it, I guess, so I'm really glad that you do. All right, so why is it important to pick up the pace? Well, it goes back to our own mental health and how to deal with other people. There's nothing more frustrating when a task continually stays unfinished. Now again, some things never seem to be finished, like the vomiting house monster. At least that's what I call it. You know what I mean? You clean an entire area, you turn around and bleh, somehow it's a crazy disaster again. It's unending. But anyway, picking up your pace makes it so you can take the things that are not so important and get them done quickly and efficiently so that the things that are important to you, which it could be your hobbies, it could be your family, it could be your spouse, your partner, your work, whatever it is that's important to you, that's what your time is for instead of wasting your time on random crap. So here are 2 ways to speed up your pace. 1, take care of yourself. You are only going to be able to move quickly if you feel good. I have noticed that when I'm tired or don't feel well, I move a lot slower and things don't happen as quickly. Now, honestly, we can push ourselves to move at a faster pace, but a lot of times it feels like haste and we end up feeling stressed. I hate rushing and really dislike how it makes me feel. But being able to move quickly and not get stressed about it comes with being well rested and taken care of. When you're tired, don't have the best nutrition, and especially if you're dehydrated, your body moves slower and it takes longer to do things. Number 2 is stop getting distracted. When you have something to do, put the phone down. Have a defined goal to accomplish it. I'm going to wash the dishes on the one side of the sink and accomplish that until it's finished. I used to get so frustrated that I would feel like I was working so hard and diligently on something and it seemed to always be a mess. That is why setting a defined goal is so important. Then stick to it and you can follow through until it is finished instead of getting distracted with another project, area to clean, or an exciting, cute dog video. Focus on one thing, drill it, and get her done, and then pick a new area and goal. Girl, I know that you are capable of picking up the pace and creating more time for what you love. You can do it. Starting to slowly pick up your pace just one step at a time in your actions will make your life so much more relaxed. So if you're listening on your phone, go ahead and pick up that beautiful device right now. Now go ahead. Go to your contacts and find another mama or 2 or 3 and shoot them a text saying, dude, you got to check out this podcast, the Mom Training Podcast. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. What you like about it? Yeah, go ahead. I'll wait a minute while you send it. No, but for real though, text a mama, share it on your social media, get other mamas involved. She deserves to feel joy and be organized as well, and you might be the friend who introduced her to exactly what she needed. Mama, you are awesome. You're beautiful, amazing, and so important. Thank you for taking the time for those sweet kiddos and for all that you do. I hope you can start to pick up your pace and be able to feel more peace about getting things done faster and more efficiently. And one last tip for speeding up your pace once you start having all this free time from being a quick and efficient ninja. Don't add more to your list. Take it off. Leave it off your list. Even arts and crafts, activities, whatever. Just chill a minute, mama. Learn to enjoy the chill, fun, non-busy time. Reduce your stress, become a yoga-loving peace giver like we talked about in an episode before, and have a great day, mama, and see you next Tuesday on the Mom Training Podcast.